It's my pleasure to welcome you all to our conversation tonight. It's about the security implications of the emergence of unknown gunmen in Delta State, with particular reference to the Ibusa town. Our guest tonight is Dr. Nwankwo Nwezigwe. His Highness Dr. Nwankwo Tony Nwezigwe. He has the royal title of Odogu Ibusa Clan, of Ibusa Clan, and Director Nigeria Civil War and Genocide Research Project. Dr. Nwezigwe, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
For those who are not familiar with the Delta State, can you please tell us about Ibusa Clan first of all, before we proceed?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Elumba. I hope I'm being heard very well. Yes. Can you get me well?
I hear you, loud and clear.
Okay, yeah. Ibuzo town or Ibuzo clan is a typical Igbo settlement west of the Niger. It's just bound towards the northeast by Asaba, east by Oko, Anala, Oko, Bole, and Okamakom, west by Ogwashuku, north by Okbana, and south by Ulud and Abala. It's a town with strong enterprising spirit, and a town very well known for their educational achievements. It was a warrior town, and during the Nigerian Civil War also, it was also a battleground between the Nigerian federal troops and the Biafran forces, with the bulk of our people defending the town against the invasion of the federal troops and preventing the people from facing the kind of genocide that Asaba actually had. That was typical of the Ibuzo town we are going to discuss today. Let me just stop there.
All right. What exactly is happening with regards to the presence of these unknown gunmen in the area? Can you give us a little background, please?
Well, we've been having a lot of security challenges there, occasioned by greedy politicians and land speculators there. I've also been having cases of ritualists and kidnappers who are actually indigenous to the town, menacing the town over time. Between December 2009 and July 2010, we had ritualists killing our women in our farmlands, 9 recorded, killed, and their wombs taken away. And our discovery established that the culprits were actually indigenous of the town. And just recently, and we've been having many killings, many they call it cultists, and many kidnappings associated with our people there. And recently, to the surprise of the war, we were told that, in fact, it's not a question of being told. We saw exhibited records of 2 unknown gunmen who were caught, and they confessed to have killed policemen, and they were living in the town. And the development we had is that some notable Ibuzo men who are connected with those people are now, or if they've not done it, have been working with the police to eliminate those unknown gunmen in order to stop them from revealing those who actually are their sponsors in the town. That is the situation presently. So the point is that we have unknown gunmen being planted in Ibuzo by Ibuzo people until the police now broke the, the change, the networking, and they were exposed with their guns. And the situation now we're facing is that those behind them have actually commissioned the police to eliminate those people in order to eliminate the evidence. That's the situation we find ourselves. If you have, I don't know, you should have, I think you should have the video clip so that you can, you can streamline it so that people will, because I want, if I'm talking, I talk with raw evidence. If you have the video, if you can play it so that they will see how those people confessed, because that will add credibility to what we are saying to those who have not watched the video.
Yeah, all right. Let me see whether I can download the video now. But Augusta, you have a question there on your chat?
Okay, I can see a question from the chat box, and it says, what roles, actions have the three governing institutions of the town, Oboso of Ibuso, Idiopa of Ibuso, and Ibuso Community Development Union, ICDU, taken over the incident of kidnapping and the presence of unknown gunmen in the town?
Yeah, the problem with these three institutions is that of either resignation, between resignation and complicity. Let's start from the Obuzo institution. The Obuzo institution is who's actually the jury traditional ruler of the town. He has his own problem, which which actually is related to legitimacy, trying to establish his authority, being a new institution. He has been having opposition, maybe for one reason or the other, through his own manner of approach to administration. So he's actually, for the Obuzo, he's actually faced with his own battle for legitimacy, his own battle for self, for self-survival as an institution. So within Ibuso traditional political context, the Obuzo does not really have the power presently to enforce orders or to even look at what is happening. But then you look at the ICDU, the Ibuso Community Development Union, which is supposed to be the apex development organ that attracts development projects, that connects the diaspora with the people living, that even looks at the general welfare of the people in terms of modern networking and modern developments. The ICDU actually has been what I could describe as being placed in a leprous hand. It's like a clean water being ruled by a leprous hand, because the leadership being led presently by Chief Austin Izabo has been indolent, has been corrupt, and has been insensitive to what is happening in the town. I don't need to, especially when we see it in the light of the fact that Chief Austin Izabo himself was the person who brought the Obuzo institution here. So he does not even care. He brought the Obuzo institution, and he has been part of the crisis that has made Ibuso now vulnerable to outsiders, vulnerable to insecurity, and vulnerable to intra-community conflicts. So he has, he has no capacity and has not shown any concern over the killings. His interest has been how to link up with politicians and then get money for himself. The ICDU has not made any policy statement, has not made any public protests over the killings in Ibuso. Even the present, you won't be surprised that no statement has come from Chief Austin Izabo as the President General of Ibuso Community Development Union, condemning, even in the slightest manner, over the presence of these unknown gunmen who were caught in the town. So he died on his selfish reasons and not for the interest of the town. Because I know under normal situation, if such things if such people have been caught, we are caught in Asaba or the neighboring town of Ogwashuku, the people, the Oturaza, the Asaba Development Union should have taken it up. But there, the ICDU is there working in collusion with those people we suspect should have been part of the conspiracy to cause insecurity in the town. You are now coming to the Diop Ibuzo. Diop Ibuzo, who is gerontocracy, also fighting for his own legitimacy over time, battling with Obuzo institution on who has the legitimate right to rule the town. Also, is also has become a victim of that ICD conspiracy, living on the vagrancy of ICD leadership, and then under the pay of some disgruntled politicians, without actually defining the cause of events in the town with respect to the security. I remember when I was active as a member of the News.Band Council, at that time, when they were killing our daughters, our mothers, and our sisters in our families, I knew what we did under my leadership as Odogwu of Ibuzo to curtail it. Unfortunately, when we curtailed it and were asked to expose those our members, those our people, those our children, those our sons who were the culprits, colluding with outsiders to kill our mothers in our farmland. Some of these elders felt that we should not expose our leaders, especially the President Diokpa, who felt that some of these people who we were told were actually culprits, were actually people who gave us money to fight for the establishment, to fight for the curtailing or for the stopping of the crisis. So we are in a state of quagmire, political quagmire under the present situation. That these three institutions, Ubuzo is incapacitated because of a struggle for legitimacy, and the Diokpa is under the pay of disgruntled politicians, and the ICDU is also a pariah organization, selfishly being run by a selfish leadership. That today they don't show no single statement have been made about the presence of those unknown gunmen in the town, or trying to find out those responsible for their own housing, for their own maintenance in the town. Because as far as we're concerned, the idea, the practice, and the crisis of unknown government remained alien to data state until recently. It has always been the culture of the Southeast. So for Ibuzo to now become the hub of unknown government deserves serious attention, and it deserves serious condemnation by all those who claim they are elites of the town.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, a few years ago, it was the case of ritual murder of 9 of the women in the farmland with the extraction of their wombs. Now, in recent times, it has been the cases of murder and kidnapping, often blamed on Fulani herdsmen and cultists. Now, who are really responsible for these atrocities?
Yes, if you look at the antecedents of the town, there are some ongoing evidence that some prominent politicians actually, let me tell you one story. Maybe we can start from there, the situation in our town. We were told, there was one story that told us about a very powerful warrant chief during the colonial days. It was very powerful. He could take your wife, you not say anything. He could take your goat, you not say anything. So one day, one old woman, was looking for her goat towards evening. So he was using gong, knocking. Who took my goat? Who took my goat? As he was passing through the man's compound, she saw her goat tethered. She quickly turned back and began to move back home. And then a neighbor saw her and said, "Madam, have you seen your goat? Why are you?" He said, "Yes, I've seen my goat. I've seen my goat. I saw it. It was in the house of Egwekwenku. What is Egwekwenku? I'm afraid to talk. In the house of Mr. I'm afraid to talk." That was the situation. But presently in Nigeria, we have another Mr. Manfred to talk, who is rampaging the town. And that person is not that person than Chief Fred Ajidue, who is not unfamiliar to the people of Nigeria. Mr. Fred Ajidue typically has said that the president, the Inspector General of Police cannot stop him from doing whatever thing he will do, and can never arrest him. And it's not, I am not saying because I'm trying to tarnish his image, but there's an audio statement where he made that statement. Mr. Chief Fred Ajidue also stated that he has armoring. He has armoring, store of weapon, arms and ammunition in his home. And I say aware that the Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, His Excellency, the Governor of Delta State, also has armed store. And it was because the governor knew that he has his own arms stored in the village. And that was why the governor decided to dance to his tune and call him to help him during the election. And to allay people, to allay the fear or the allegation of conspiracy story in this, my allegations. I have the video clip, the audio clips, not the video, the audio clips where Fred Ajidue made the same statement. And if Mr. Lomba will permit me, I would like him to play those two audios for me so that our listeners, our viewers can hear Fred Ajidue saying that the president and the Inspector General of Police cannot arrest him, and that he has arms stored in his house. For that reason, nobody can challenge him in the town. Mr. Lomba, please. What is happening? Are they blocking me?
No, nobody's blocking you.
Because there was.
I think I don't know why I
try to play the audio and the video.
I'm trying to download the stuff I have here, but unfortunately, I don't know why my WhatsApp on my WhatsApp program is playing up on my laptop because I have to download it first on my laptop before I now bring it here. But let me have the one on I can share the YouTube clip. I think that will be okay.
Yes, lay down YouTube. Then while we await the voice of Fred Ajidue when he was saying that the police, the president cannot do anything.
Another problem I will have with that of that video clip is that the identity of the speaker was not revealed. Was it?
We are not talking about identity of the speaker. We are talking of the speaker mentioned his names, those arrested, those culprits. One of them claimed that he killed a policeman, and that was why he was with police arms and ammunition.
But who will be speaking? Who is the voice on the audio? Whose voice is it? Do we know? Do we know the voice on the audio? That's my question, sir.
Yes, yes, we know the voice. Fred Ajidue's voice is known.
Someone have just posted on the WhatsApp column that Fred Ajidue is in prison.
Is what?
He's in prison. I don't know if that's correct.
I'm not aware. He's not in prison. He's free in his home. As at this moment, and his son were watching this film, watching this program.
Okay.
Yes, yes, on Facebook.
Okay, let's see. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Is it
no, that is not our own. That's for another ritual killing.
Okay, then there is no other video. This is the The others are video, which I'm still trying to download. Unfortunately, my WhatsApp app is not allowing me to download. Okay, this is the only YouTube clip on this. Others are video.
Yes, video. Yes, yes.
What I'm saying is I cannot download the video. I don't know. My WhatsApp is not on my laptop is playing up. I can play the audio.
Okay. Play the audio. Let's see. Play the audio while we wait for the unknown government.
The volume is super, right?
Yes. Play it, we can pick it. Play it.
Why is the audio very low? What's happening to my phone? I think they have hacked my phone because of this program.
Yes, but we must get it. That is part of the program, yes.
God. Hang on, wait. Let me see what's going on.
Try to play it. These are expert hackers.
Where is the volume? Sorry, the thing is not, the volume is too poor. Sorry, the volume is too poor. You've spoken about this audio. What exactly the audio is saying about having Amore and IG cannot? What exactly is he talking about in that audio? Because I was also concerned. What exactly is he? So what exactly is he saying? What exactly is he trying to say? That the IG?
He said he has arms and ammunition stored in this house, and that nothing can happen to him, and that the governor also has stored, and the governor is supporting him with those arms and ammunition. And that was what he said in the audio, which I sent to you. And the second one, there were two audios I sent to you. The second one, he said that even the president or IG, Inspector General of Police, cannot arrest him. And Mr. Lomba, if you are serious with this, you should have downloaded this, these two items, and not when we're on the program, you download them. Because this is embarrassing. This is a serious matter.
What the no, the audio is not loud enough. Sorry, cannot be played. It's not loud.
I've sent the listing to you. I've sent the video to you.
Where did you send it?
To your WhatsApp. It's not on it's not on YouTube, it's ordinary video. It's not on YouTube, it's ordinary video, so it should be easy for you to download, not on YouTube.
No. So what exactly would you want the Nigerian authorities to do with regard to this allegation?
Not play the video first. It is not me. We have a lot to, after the video, and I tell you something. Play the video first.
Let's see whether it can play. Because the idea is that you play it and stream it. But if the WhatsApp is not working, there's no way you can play it, unfortunately.
Neka, you can play it. Neka can also try to play it. I'll send it to her.
It depends on whether she's watching from a laptop or from a mobile device. But let's see how it will work. I'm still trying to get the WhatsApp device to play on a laptop, but probably because the laptop is also using the Zoom video, that may be what is disturbing it from playing. Maybe the bandwidth is not enough to accommodate both of them. Because already I'm streaming live on YouTube and playing the Zoom video, so maybe it doesn't have enough bandwidth to accommodate another video playing. I listen to this one, but the volume is low, sorry.
Yes, you can see what they're saying, that I'm losing valuable time. Please, if you can go ahead, because somebody has just said I'm losing valuable time.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to determine whether the video should be played on YouTube. If the audio plays, the video, not everything that's on that video will some of them will violate YouTube community guidelines.
It is not YouTube, please.
He's saying that you're not understanding. This is being streamed live on YouTube. So not everything that goes on YouTube, that goes on this Zoom will be played on YouTube. Otherwise, it will violate YouTube video guidelines. But let's see the much we can take for it. What I'm trying to do is I will try to take the much we can.
What you are playing in YouTube is police report. It's not individual. It's not individual video copying. It's police interview. I cannot violate any YouTube law. It's police interview.
That's always where you have people tied up and being in a condition.
But some picture may not be allowed in YouTube. Elumba is right.
Can we go on, please?
Go on, we follow you.
Go on. Because if that one was allowed, this one can be allowed. That one was police report. This one is police report. It's not video recording.
Is it back up to some picture? There's some picture may not be allowed.
Tango. It is on YouTube. Tango, yes. That is police report. Every police report is on YouTube.
Okay.
Yes. You have people displaying guns. People tied up, being interviewed in a distressing condition with guns displayed before them and ammunition. It will violate YouTube community guidelines.
Yes.
You cannot see such type of thing on YouTube.
Doctor, we can follow your topic. We are following you. With that video, we are understanding you.
Well,
that's what I was trying to tell him. His insistence on showing the video is taking up a lot of time.
Yeah.
I wonder how long people will sit and wait.
And we have only 30 minutes to a minute.
Yes. Okay, what we are saying really is that these unknown gunmen were brought in by Fred Ajidwe to intimidate the people and then to continue the killings he has been undergoing. Presently, Fred Ajidwe and his wife has a case in court. We're not talking about his fraud cases, with EFCC, which he has told them that nobody will ever commit him. And he has been succeeding. Because for over 17 years, he has been on one case. The other case, over 8 years, he has been on the other case. Others, the other people left out of frustration. And then 2015, he brought a young man called Emeka Onyanwa and supervised his killing in his house. The case went to the police and they were supposed to charge him to court. He used the governor and then they quashed the case. A young man he supervised the killing of the young man in his home. The case, the wife is still taking the case to court. And then we are talking about why Fred Ajudue took 206 plots of land of his people and then allocated them to the wife, who is even a member of the State House of Assembly. And when the people protested, he now started picking them, using police to pick them. The Inspector General of Police, through the Inspector General of Police, ordered that Fred Ajudue should be tried. The matter is still there. He used this money, he blocked it. The AIG Zone 5, Benin, said that Fred Ajudue should be tried for terrorism and kidnapping. The matter is still there. He stopped it. And then he went ahead to manipulate the governor of the state, whom he has said is in collusion with him to store weapons for the election. And then the governor now appointed his immediate senior sister, Kate Onion, his immediate senior sister, Commissioner for Lands and Survey, who is now using her position to formalize those land seizures, those over 200 plus of land he gave to his wife. And these are community lands. A lot of the people have been thrown in. And then he now brought those unknown gunmen to continue kidnapping and even killing his present chairman of the local government, Mr. Innocent. He was the present chairman of Oshimili, not local government, was the kingpin of the murder in his house. He was charged to court and he met the governor, and the governor asked the police to kill the case. The people are still protesting. And then his plan was to now come in to become the head of Ibuzo as the king. And we were lucky. If we were lucky, we should have had from evidence of those unknown gunmen, if they have not been killed, that his first motive should have been to kidnap the Obus of Ibuzo. From that moment, we will now be talking about getting a new Obuzo, which has been his ambition. The problem now is that he has many cases. The governor is supporting him, and there are weapons in his home. The people are afraid. You can't believe that Fred Ajudue is from the same village with Professor Pato Tom. And Professor Pato Tom, he cannot say anything now, because even Fred Ajudue has threatened that any of them who opens his mouth to talk, he will kill him, and the police cannot do anything. The governor cannot do anything. The president cannot do anything. I stated in the video. And that is the position we're having. So if you are talking of unknown gunmen, just as you have them in the southeast, they must be sponsors. And here, in that video, you refuse to play for whatever reason. We shall have validated my own case pictorially and visually. It was very, very clear that those unknown gunmen were alien in our town. It was very clear that those unknown gunmen made it clear that they killed 2 policemen because they were caught with police arms and ammunition. And they asked them, how did he get those ones? They said they killed policemen. And how did he come to Ibuzo? The police, for whatever reason, did not tell us that area. And what we are saying here now is that those people that the police have been paid to eliminate those 2 criminals so that they will not bring evidence to bear on their culprits, I should try to do it since I'm not there. That is the problem. Our town is chaotic. Now,
what you cannot is to, this thing is not allowing me to, the WhatsApp is playing up. Do you want me to make you a co-host? Are you able to screen? I can make you a co-host and you can screen it. Can you do that?
How do I do it?
Because you are accusing me of not refusing to play, so maybe you can play it yourself. My device is not downloading the WhatsApp on my laptop device is not functioning tonight. It comes off on and off, on and off. So that's why it's unable to play.
As the Neka has it.
I can make you a co-host and you can play it. Can I make you a co-host to play it?
It's in my I'm not using my phone. I'm using my laptop, and it's in my WhatsApp. So how do I do it?
So you have also refused to play it?
No, it's not my duty to play it because I sent it to you. The audio, I send them to you. The visual, I send them to you. We want to believe that that Fred Ajula hypnotism is not working on you. Because this is a serious matter.
It's a serious matter, but unfortunately,
it's a serious matter.
It will start.
So if the South should export something from us, they should export business to us and not unknown government.
I don't know how. Another problem we have is that you are calling people's name and they are not here to defend themselves. That's another problem.
It is it is not for you to judge. The platform is open. Anybody who feels I'm saying falsehood, the person should come out and explain.
You are making a serious accusation here. So
yes, which I can make at any time, at any point in time, and I stand to be challenged. I stand to be challenged.
Remember, throw it on question line so we can ask you some questions.
I stand to be challenged.
Yeah, go ahead. If you have any question, you can.
Fred Ajudua is the sponsor of the unknown government in Ibuso town. And I said that neither the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria nor the Inspector General of Police the Inspector General of Police in Nigeria can arrest him. He stated it verbally, and it was recorded. And I said that he has and ammunition stored in his house, and it's recorded audio.
That's always the way.
Yeah.
I understand you, and I understand the Lumpa too. Mind you, Lumpa is a lawyer, and you know what he's telling you. Question I want to ask you now: was there any official petition against Fred Ajudua?
We're not talking of official petition.
I asked you a question.
Yeah.
Was there an official petition and the authority ignored the petition? Because that's the petition will back up your claim.
Yeah. It's not, now, you did not hear me. First of all, there was police investigation report dated April 21st, 2017 from Deputy Inspector General of Police.
Okay.
Yes. And ordered that Fred Ajudua should be charged to court. I'm talking of 2017. And let me say, the number is, the number is CR 3000/X/Federal Republic Force Headquarters, Abuja.
Yes. Repeat it. I will find it.
Yes, the number is CR 3000.
3000, yeah.
X.
Stroke X.
Yes, stroke X.
X or X?
X for X-ray.
Yeah.
X for X-ray.
Yeah.
Stroke FHQ. They are force headquarters.
Stroke what? Take it quick.
F. Stroke F. F for Felicia.
F.
H for hotel.
H.
Q for headquarters. Q for question.
Q is okay now. H.
Yes. Stroke ABJ. I'm giving you the number.
Call take it quick so I can meet up with my brother.
CR
3000.
3000. Stroke
X.
Yes, 1X. Stroke FHQ.
Okay, finish.
No. Stroke ABJ.
Stroke again. A.
BJ. Abuja. ABJ.
ABJ.
Yes.
I will look into it later.
I have not finished. You can't get it. Let me finish the code. Stroke FSAS. Federal SAS.
Stroke again.
Yes.
F what?
FSARS. SARS.
F
FSARS.
FSARS. RX. Okay.
Yes. Stroke TH.
Stroke
TH.
TH.
Yes. Stroke volume 49.
Stroke TH. Stroke.
Yes.
Stroke
volume 49.
Stroke volume 49.
49.
Uh-huh.
Stroke 146. Stroke 146 again.
Stroke
146.
146.
Yes. Dated 21st April 2017.
21st
April. Yes. 2017. Yes.
I will try whether Google will carry all this. I will try.
That is, yes. Yeah, you are talking of one now. You understand? Yes.
Yeah.
That is from, you see, that is from Inspector General of Police Office, which the report says he should be charged to court. He has, he's here to be charged to court. Similarly, the Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG, also ordered in his report, crime report, CR 1453 of 2019.
CR 14.
Yes, CR
1453.
1453. Yes.
Stroke.
Yes. Stroke 2. Yeah, stroke 2019.
2019, yeah.
Dated 16 January 2020.
16 January.
January 2020.
2020, yeah.
20, yes.
Yes.
The Assistant Inspector General of Police, Zone 5 Benin, in his report, ordered that he should be charged to court. Fred Nigeria should be charged to court for terrorism and kidnapping. He used his money and blocked it. Up to today, no progress. No progress. Yes. Well, as I started earlier, his wife, himself, and the innocent, we are charged to court for murder, for the murder of Emeka Onyeama in their house. They killed the young man in their house, took him to the police station. Police station Ibuzo said, oh, they cannot take him because he was already dead. Took him to Federal Medical Center. Federal Medical Center said he was dead. They now took him to UBT, where UBT has been in. And they told them, why are you getting on somebody who is dead already? The case, they were charged to court for the murder of somebody on 11 April 2015. The case, according to them, they said the governor said they should not try the case. We are talking of a Nigeria that is under a state of siege by terrorists, by kidnappers, by Fulani herdsmen, by bandits. Nobody is safe. And we're talking of, and we're speaking of a nation, a federal government, a state government that are telling us that they are fighting against terrorism, and they are fighting against kidnapping, they are fighting against banditry. People are dying every time in Nigeria. And then there is one man who presently has 2 cases of fraud with EFCC. He's facing a case of, he's facing EFCC case with Bameyi. He took $8.4 million. He scammed the former Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Ishaf, Bameyi. He scammed of $8.4 million. When he was coming to somewhere. And we met Bameyi in military hospital, Awolowo Road. He never knew that Bameyi and Mustafa knew me. So Bameyi told him that, Bameyi told him that, that he knew me very well. From that moment, he didn't take me to to that place. I didn't know. And when the case come up, I was even afraid that Lieutenant General Bameyi could even accuse me. He might accuse me of being, a culprit, or yes, a culprit of the crime. So I was very, very glad. There is also another case that he grabbed, another one, $1 million there. And this is the same person our governor is using, getting his sister, giving his sister appointment as commissioner for land and survey after they've stolen over 200 plus of land from their people and formalizing it. So how can we change that? And this is the person.
Doctor, I got this video you're talking about.
Yes.
You wanted to show here. The same boy, the parade in Delta, is being paraded in Imo by Uzodimma. The two videos here, it was showed, but telling the Lumba to show it is uncalled for. What you are saying, they are the same boy that confessed in Delta is still confessing in Imo. That's why what jeopardized Uzodimma case with Okolocha. So what I want you to do is, your story is okay, but separate the fraud case from this murder. This kidnapping and murder case is more serious than that fraud case.
Well,
so
what I wanted to, Dr. Nwezi, what I've done is I've looked at the people on this forum who I have their contact. I forwarded the video to them. I've been unable to play the video here.
Yes.
So, and unfortunately, our time is now up. I have another meeting to attend. Are you able to summarize your presentation tonight in 2 minutes, please?
The problem we're facing in my town is that we have somebody who is above the federal government. We have somebody who is above the state government. We have somebody who is above his people. We have somebody, Mr. Egwekwenku, who took his people's land and then imprisoned them and they killed. We have somebody who told, who said that, who told EFCC that they can try his case. Over 20 cases being tried and no conviction yet. And you can see how powerful the man is. You can see how powerful the man is. Telling a governor to appoint his senior sister and, commissioner for lands and survey. And then using his sister to confiscate people's land. Even presently in Asaba, revoking, people's land in Asaba. So we are talking about a government that tells us that they are fighting insecurity in Nigeria. We are talking of, this is a government that even took money. This man tried to bankroll the federal government. Yes. So how are they going to solve the problem in Ibuso?
Doctor, listen to the video.
Yes. Okay. Are you playing it?
Yeah. Are you hearing it?
No. I don't think they're hearing it here.
Wait, let me repeat. I was playing it. I don't know. You don't hear it. Maybe it's still incorrect. It's playing well by my side. No, it's not going.
There isn't. Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
Me, Elder Tango. That because that video has been shown earlier with regards to Imo State. It was the video that Uzodimma used to say they confessed against them.
I was even the one who asked Uzodimma, the same boy in Delta and the same boy in Imo. So police reason was saying that the boy was kept in the cell, that the investigation continued, that he was that he's still the same person. So there's a complication in that video. You know, in any case now, in any law, as a lawyer, you know better. Everything is remaining alleged, not yet proven.
Uzodimma is saying that this person confessed that he was sponsored by Wumba Mush. And although they agreed, the guy, sorry?
No, these people live in Oboli quarters. They lived in my town, Oboli quarters. There is a house, they live there. So you don't complicate it with Uzodimma's case.
Okay. But the same video was used,
talking of people that live.
Doctor, you're my friend.
But they're not telling you where.
They believe,
but they're not telling you where they live.
Nobody's against you, doctor. You are giving a fact.
We are not talking of Uzodimma.
But the same video, the same
link of my town. Yes.
Yes, your town, Gente. Your town link with Uzodimma because it's still the same boy. The same boy in the video. You understand? You understand?
Okay. Okay, they use it to blackmail Uzodimma. Yes.
Nobody's against your complaint. Yeah. Nobody's against you for what you are saying because it happened in your town.